Ever feel like attraction is strictly a young man's game? Or that the moment you spot a few gray hairs or those laugh lines get a bit deeper, your magnetic pull starts to, well, fade? Society loves to sell that story, doesn't it? But let me tell you, it's one of the biggest myths out there. For years we've been told that youth is the ultimate currency of desirability. But what if I told you that for men, age isn't some countdown to being overlooked, but actually a masterclass in becoming genuinely, undeniably, and utterly irresistible? Seriously, try to set aside what you think you know. This isn't about desperately trying to look younger. Not at all. We're talking about stepping into a kind of power that only time, real-life experience, and some good, intentional habits can build. Today, we're looking at 6 powerful habits that can transform experienced men into truly captivating figures. These aren't quick fixes or superficial tricks. These are solid practices that mix deep self-assurance with an amazing sense of self, creating an allure that's both real and incredibly potent. If you're ready to find out how age can become your greatest advantage in the art of attraction, you're definitely in the right place. So let's start with the absolute cornerstone of irresistibility, something that only gets deeper and more powerful with age, confidence, and self-assurance. This isn't the flashy, here today gone tomorrow bravado of youth. This is that quiet, unshakable self-belief that comes from a life lived, lessons learned, and knowing deep down who you really are. When an older man walks into a room, truly comfortable in his own skin, not chasing trends, or looking for pats on the back, there's an almost magnetic pull to him. This isn't arrogance, not even close. It's a presence, it's how he carries himself, that steady gaze, the calm way about him that says so much before he even speaks. This kind of confidence is so attractive because it's earned. It's been built through experiences shaped by wins and losses, and polished by a clear understanding of his strengths and, just as key, an acceptance of his imperfections. He's not trying to be someone he's not, he's fully owning who he's become. Think about it. Younger guys are often still figuring things out, dealing with insecurities and needing that outside approval. An older man who has built genuine self-assurance offers a sense of stability and certainty that's incredibly attractive. He knows his worth, not because someone else told him, but because he's tested it in the real world. This self-assurance isn't loud or showy, it's often quiet, an inner knowing that just radiates out. You see it in how he talks with people, truly listening instead of just waiting for his turn to speak. It's in his ability to make others feel valued and special, not as some tactic, but as a real extension of his own inner security. This deep confidence allows an older man to be present, to be truly in the moment. He's not easily flustered or swayed by little things. There's a solidity to him. This doesn't mean he's stiff or unapproachable. Actually, true self-assurance often comes with a relaxed, open vibe. He's not threatened by other people's successes. He's often cheering them on. He doesn't need to put others down to feel good about himself. Plus, this confidence isn't about having all the answers. It's about being okay with not having them and being secure enough to say so. It's about knowing his values and living by them, which creates an aura of integrity and trustworthiness. People are drawn to this. It signals reliability and emotional strength. The man who is confident like this doesn't need to chase. He attracts. He sets the standard, not by demanding it, but just by being it. This is the kind of magnetism that doesn't fade with a few more wrinkles or gray hairs. In fact, they often enhance it, becoming symbols of the journey that created such solid self-belief. Okay, so inner confidence is huge, but how an older man presents himself to the world. That's a powerful way to amplify it. This isn't about trying to recapture lost youth or jumping on every fashion trend. It's about embracing and enhancing his physical appearance with dignity, thought, and a timeless sense of style. This habit really boils down to 3 key things: grooming, style, and fitness. First up, grooming. Gentlemen, being impeccably groomed is non-negotiable. It's a basic sign of self-respect and paying attention to detail. We're talking about more than just a quick shower. It means managing facial hair, whether that's a clean shave, a well-kept beard, or distinguished stubble. If you have a beard, keep it neat, trimmed, and looking like you mean it. Pay attention to the little things. Nose hair, ear hair, and eyebrows should be tidy. These small details make a massive difference. Skincare is another vital part. Yes, skincare. It's not just for women. A simple routine, cleansing, moisturizing, and using sunscreen, can keep your skin looking healthy and full of life. Sun damage really ages you, so protecting your skin is crucial. And let's not forget dental hygiene. A healthy smile is incredibly attractive at any age. Next is style. This is where many older men can really stand out. Forget trying to dress like you're in your 20s. It usually just looks like you're trying too hard. Instead, focus on developing a timeless, age-appropriate style that shows sophistication and self-awareness. Think quality over quantity. Invest in clothes that fit well. Seriously, a good tailor can be your best friend. Clothes that fit properly can massively improve your physique and how you look overall. Consider classic pieces: a well-cut sports jacket or blazer, crisp button-up shirts, both casual and formal, quality chinos or dress pants, and smart shoes like loafers or Chelsea boots. These items are versatile and give off a polished vibe. Don't shy away from accessories, but keep them subtle and with purpose. A classic watch, a quality leather belt, maybe a pocket square for a bit of flair. The goal is to look put together, to show that you care about how you look and haven't just given up. You're dressing like a man who respects himself and the situation. Finally, fitness. Keeping up your physical health is so important, not just for how you look, but for how you feel. Regular exercise boosts energy, improves posture, and really adds to your confidence. This doesn't mean you need to become a bodybuilder, it just means staying active. Find activities you enjoy: brisk walks, cycling, swimming, yoga, or some light strength training. Even light stretching can make a difference. Watching what you eat also plays a huge part. A healthy diet leads to better skin, more energy, and helps maintain a healthy weight, which can prevent things like a double chin that might make one look older. When an older man combines careful grooming, a sharp sense of style, and a commitment to his physical health, he presents a powerful image. He looks vital, capable, and gives off an energy that says he's still very much in the game of life. This attention to physical appearance, when combined with that inner confidence, is a truly irresistible mix. So, we've talked about inner confidence and looking sharp. But what sets an older man apart, making him deeply attractive in a way younger guys often can't match, is his emotional intelligence and maturity. This is where the wisdom of experience really shines. Emotional intelligence, pretty simply, is being able to understand and manage your own emotions, and to pick up on and influence the emotions of others. For older men, life has usually given them plenty of practice in sharpening this skill. They've navigated tricky relationships, weathered storms in their personal and professional lives, and learned the subtle art of human interaction. This shows up in several very attractive ways. First, communication. Mature men often communicate with a clarity and directness that's just refreshing. They're less likely to play games or be passive-aggressive. They generally mean what they say and say what they mean, but usually with a tact and thoughtfulness that comes from understanding how their words land. They also tend to be fantastic listeners. They listen to, not just to figure out what they're going to say next. When you're talking with an emotionally intelligent older man, you feel heard, valued, and respected. This ability to make someone feel truly seen is incredibly appealing. Second, empathy and composure. Life experience often grows a greater capacity for empathy, being able to understand and share someone else's feelings. An older man with emotional maturity can be a real comfort in tough times. He doesn't just offer empty phrases, he offers genuine understanding. He knows when to speak, and when just being silent is more powerful. Plus, this maturity often brings emotional control. He's less likely to be reactive or just fly off the handle. He can handle disagreements calmly and reasonably, looking for solutions instead of making things worse. This creates a sense of safety and stability in his interactions, making relationships with him feel secure and drama-free. Women especially often find this emotional steadiness incredibly attractive, particularly if they've dealt with the emotional ups and downs that can sometimes come with younger, less experienced partners. Think about it. A man who stays cool under pressure, who can handle difficult conversations with grace, who offers a non-judgmental ear. These aren't small things. These show that a man has done some inner work, learned from life, and has a good deal of self-awareness. He's not easily threatened or insecure, which lets him be more generous and patient with others. This emotional maturity also means he's often more tuned into the subtle cues in social situations. He can read a room, understand what's not being said, and handle social events with an ease that's both impressive and reassuring. He's learned the art of emotional timing. This isn't about being cold or unfeeling, it's about having a sophisticated grasp of emotions, his own and others, and using that understanding to build stronger, more meaningful connections. In a world that often feels chaotic and superficial, the older man who has emotional intelligence and maturity offers a kind of haven of depth, understanding, and genuine connection. That right there is utterly irresistible. We're halfway through these habits that can really make a difference, and I'm curious, which one of these is hitting home for you the most so far? Is it the unshakable confidence, the attention to appearance, or this deep emotional maturity? Let me know down in the comments. And hey, if you're finding this useful, do me a quick favor and hit that like button and subscribe for more insights on living your best life at any age. Your engagement really helps the channel reach more people who could use this. Now, let's get back to it. Alright, on to our fourth habit, and this one brings a real, vibrant, dynamic energy to an older man's appeal, purpose and passion. A man who has a clear sense of purpose, who's actively doing things that light him up, has a magnetism that's genuinely captivating. This isn't just about having a job, it's about having a why. As men get older, some might feel like their main career purpose is winding down, especially if retirement is near. But the truly irresistible older man knows that purpose is bigger than a job title. It can be found in a fulfilling career, sure, but also in dedicated hobbies, mentoring, community work, always learning something new, or personal growth projects. It's about having something that gets him out of bed in the morning with a bit of excitement and drive. This passion for life is incredibly attractive. It shows vitality, a zest for living that kicks any stereotype about aging to the curb. When a man talks about his passions, his eyes light up, his energy shifts, and he becomes animated and engaging. This enthusiasm is contagious and just draws people in. It shows he's not just passively letting life happen, he's actively shaping it, exploring it, and enjoying it. Think of the older man who's a keen photographer, always looking for that perfect shot, or the one who dedicates his time to a non-profit he really believes in, or the lifelong learner who's always taking a new course, mastering a new skill, or devouring books. These aren't just activities, they're signs of an inner drive and curiosity. They show that he values growth and experience, that he's still hungry for life. This sense of purpose also adds to a man's overall charisma. It gives him interesting things to talk about, experiences to share, and a general vibe of being engaged with the world. It stops him from becoming stagnant or uninteresting. Instead, he's constantly evolving, learning, and contributing. This is way more appealing than someone who seems to have just settled into a routine of existing. A man with purpose often has goals he's working towards, no matter his age. This forward drive is naturally attractive. It signals that he has direction and isn't just drifting. It could be learning a new language, writing a book, restoring a classic car, or mentoring younger folks. What the passion matters less than the fact that he won and goes after it with real enthusiasm. This passion doesn't have to be some huge, grand thing. It can be a love for gardening, a dedication to a particular craft, or a deep interest in history. What makes it irresistible is how real that passion is, and the joy it clearly brings him. It makes him a more well-rounded, interesting, and dynamic person. It's a signal that his life is full and meaningful, and that kind of fulfillment is incredibly attractive to be around. It's a powerful reminder that age is no barrier to living a vibrant, purposeful life. Our fifth habit is one that really, perhaps most clearly, sets irresistible older men apart. Authenticity and wisdom. In a world that's often obsessed with fakeness and fleeting trends, a man who is genuinely, unapologetically himself, and who carries that quiet wisdom of his years, is a real magnet. Authenticity, for an older man, means embracing his age and the journey that's shaped him. He's not trying to be 25 again, because he gets the value of where he is now. He's comfortable with his story, including the so-called imperfections and the lessons learned from mistakes. This honesty and self-acceptance are incredibly grounding and create a sense of trust. People are drawn to those who are real, who aren't putting on a show. When an older man is authentic, there's no faking it, no need to impress in a shallow way. He knows who he is, and he owns it. This authenticity naturally leads to deeper, more meaningful connections. He values quality over quantity in his relationships. He's less interested in superficial meetups and more invested in genuine understanding and shared experiences. He's not afraid to be vulnerable in the right ways, not as a sign of weakness, but as a way of showing his humanity. This creates a space where others feel safe to be authentic too. Then there's wisdom. Wisdom isn't just about knowing a lot of facts, it's about understanding life, human nature, and what truly matters. Older men who have cultivated wisdom often have a broader perspective. They've seen cycles repeat, they've experienced loss and joy, success and failure, and through it all, they've picked up insights that can be incredibly valuable. Sharing this wisdom, not in a preachy or I know better way, but through interesting conversation, thoughtful advice when it's asked for, or simply by the way he lives his life is deeply attractive. It's like having access to a human library of experience. He can offer perspectives that younger people might not have thought of, helping them figure out their own challenges with more clarity. An older man who embodies wisdom is often open-minded. He understands that there's always more to learn and that different people have different paths. He listens more than he lectures. He's curious about other people's viewpoints, even if they're different from his own. This combination of knowing a lot, yet still being open to learning more, is a sign of true wisdom. He also tends to have a better handle on what's truly important in life. The little dramas and anxieties that might consume younger people often don't bother him as much. He's focused on things that last. Strong relationships, personal integrity, making a positive impact, and finding contentment. This perspective can be incredibly calming and reassuring to be around. When authenticity and wisdom come together in an older man, they create an irresistible aura of depth, integrity, and genuine human connection. He's not just interesting, he's enriching to be around. He's a testament to a life well lived and lessons well learned, and that is a powerful source of attraction that only grows with time. Finally, we get to our sixth habit, which really supports all the others and makes sure an older man can keep thriving and radiating vitality, self-care, and healthy routines. This is about knowing that looking and feeling your best at any age takes consistent, mindful effort, not in an obsessive way, but in a way that honors your well-being. Self-care for an older man covers both physical and mental health. It's about setting up routines that support a balanced and healthy lifestyle. This starts with the basics, making good quality sleep a priority, eating a nutritious diet, and staying well hydrated. These fundamentals have a huge impact on energy levels, mood, skin health, and overall brain function. Many attractive older men understand that what they put into their bodies directly affects what they get out of them. Setting up calming evening routines can also be part of this. Winding down before bed, maybe by reading, meditating, or unplugging from screens, can significantly improve sleep quality, which is crucial for recovery and rejuvenation. Managing stress is another key part of self-care. Life always brings stressors, but older men who stay irresistible often have healthy ways to cope. This could be through regular exercise, mindfulness practices like meditation or deep breathing, spending time in nature, or doing hobbies that relax and recharge them. They get that chronic stress can hammer both physical appearance and mental sharpness, so they proactively manage it. Self-care also means being proactive about health. This includes regular medical checkups and screenings. It's about taking responsibility for your health and dealing with any potential issues early on. This diligence signals self-respect and a commitment to living a long and vital life. Beyond the physical, mental self-care is just as important. This includes staying mentally sharp and engaged. Many attractive older men make it a habit to keep learning, whether it's through reading, taking courses, learning new skills, or having intellectually stimulating conversations. This continuous mental engagement keeps their minds agile and curious. Think about it. A man who takes care of himself in this complete way radiates health and energy. He has a vibrancy that's appealing. His routines aren't about vanity. They're about valuing himself enough to invest in his well-being. This commitment to self-care ensures he has the energy and mental clarity to chase his passions, maintain strong relationships, and keep growing as a person. It's not about trying to stop aging, but about aging well, with strength, grace, and a lasting zest for life. These healthy routines and the commitment to self-care are not just habits. They are a lifestyle choice that shows a deep appreciation for the gift of life and a desire to live it to the fullest. And that deep well of vitality is undeniably attractive. So there you have it. 6 powerful habits that can make older men utterly irresistible. It's pretty clear that true attraction for men isn't about trying to hold on to youth, but about building these timeless qualities that only get better with experience. Which of these habits are you going to focus on bringing into your life or strengthening? Share your thoughts and any other habits you think are key in the comments section below. If this video has given you a new perspective or some valuable takeaways, please give it a thumbs up and make sure you're subscribed with the notification bell turned on so you don't miss out on our future content designed to help you become the best version of yourself. To sum it up, the path to becoming an utterly irresistible older man is built on 1. Unshakable confidence and self-assurance, knowing your worth from the inside out. 2. Embracing and enhancing physical appearance, taking pride in your grooming, style, and fitness. 3. Deep emotional intelligence and maturity, communicating well and handling life with grace and empathy. 4. A driving sense of purpose and passion, staying engaged and enthusiastic about life. 5. Authenticity and hard-earned wisdom, being true to yourself and sharing the richness of your experience. 6. Consistent self-care and healthy routines, prioritizing your physical and mental well-being. Remember, gentlemen, these habits aren't about becoming someone else. They're about uncovering and boosting the incredible man you already have the potential to be. Age brings a wealth of experience, wisdom, and a unique perspective that, when you nurture it, is far more potent than fleeting youth. It's about recognizing that your journey has equipped you with an amazing set of attractive qualities. So, embrace your age, cultivate these habits, and step into your power. Because when you blend deep self-assurance with great style and back it up with wisdom, passion, and genuine care, you don't just become attractive, you become utterly and undeniably irresistible. Age truly is just a number. Your habits define your allure. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.